You don't belong here, ugly witch. Derek Halston didn't need proof. He didn't check the registry or verify credentials. His hand was quick, his grip bone-deep, and the click of steel cuffs snapped through the humming casino air. The lights of the Mirage shimmered against polished marble as he forced a black woman's arm behind her back. Her gown was flawless, her stride measured, her expression calm. Derek didn't care. All he saw was a problem. The wrong face in the wrong place at the wrong time. Eyes followed as he dragged her past baccarat tables and champagne carts. A man muttered, "She probably tried to cheat." Another whispered, "They always think they can blend in." Heads nodded. "Pretending she belongs," Derek grunted. But the woman didn't fight. She moved deliberately, forcing Derek to match her rhythm. Her gaze swept the room like an architect sizing up a structure. Derek mistook that stillness for fear. At the checkpoint, he shoved her against glass. His partner, Miles Rourke, blinked. "Hold up, who's this?" "No ID, no key," Derek snapped. Caught her creeping around. He dug through her coat, pulling a wallet. "Monica Devereaux," he mocked. "Fake badge, too. Pathetic." Miles hesitated. "Derek, I don't know. She's a trespasser." End of story. Finally, the woman spoke. Smooth, calm. "You just cuffed the one person who can shut this building down." Derek laughed. "What are you, food inspector?" Before she answered, a small black device at her hip vibrated. 3 sharp pulses. Far below, in a sealed sublevel, a crimson light blinked. 2 men in tailored suits froze. One grabbed a burner phone. "She's been compromised." Upstairs, Derek sneered. "Play tough all you want. You're just another scam artist." She tilted her head. "You think this is about money? It's about people like you who don't fit here." Her silence pressed heavy. Miles shifted. "Derek, command want confirmation. They say her real name is Dana Mercer." The name hit like a gunshot. Dana Mercer, FBI counterintelligence. The whispered ghost in federal circles. If she appeared, you prayed, she left quietly. Derek stammered, "Must be a mix-up." But when he turned, Dana stood free, cuffs hanging loose. "How?" She lifted a thin pin. "You think I'd wear restraints I couldn't escape?" His chest tightened. "You didn't see me," she said evenly. "You saw a threat. And now, you've become one." The doors swung open. 2 agents entered, one carrying a secure tablet. Dana pressed her fingerprint. Field Commander Dana Mercer. "Initiating seizure protocol." Miles paled. Derek staggered. "Wait, you can't." Agents swept in, seizing ledgers, photographing terminals. Dana's badge gleamed as she strode out. "And Derek, every second of this is recorded. Lawyer up." His knees nearly buckled. Miles whispered, "God help us." But it wasn't finished. The red light below pulsed faster. Another panel lit. Operation Seizure. Active in the bowels of the Mirage. Derek had shoved Dana into a folding chair under buzzing fluorescent lights earlier. Certain he'd expose her. "This is private property," he barked. "Fake FBI doesn't scare me." "You don't understand how federal credentials work," she said softly. "But you're right about one thing. You're not real security. You're a higher guard dog. I've been here 9 years. Then you've seen everything I came here to end." His skin crawled. "What's that supposed to mean?" Dana pressed her cufflink discreetly. A vibration rippled outward. Code black. The dishwasher upstairs paused mid-cycle. A cocktail waitress slipped quietly through a fire door. A poker dealer intentionally miscalculated a hand. And in the penthouse suite, the dealer excused himself. Agent Caleb Ryan, heading for the stairwell. Derek noticed none of it. He examined her ID. Monica Devereaux. Cute fake. "Bet you bought this online." Behind him, surveillance camera 9. The VIP lounge feed flickered, then went black. Dana's voice cut through. "Ever wonder why the casino's most profitable room just lost eyes?" "Glitch," Derek snapped. "Maintenance will fix it." "Wrong. It was cut. Like in Miami. In Phoenix. And now here." His pulse spiked. "What are you saying?" "This isn't about gambling," she said, her tone suddenly sharp. "It's about the girls. Drugged. Underage. Move through that service door you pass every day." He froze. "That's insane. You're either complicit or a pawn." "But it ends tonight." The steel door creaked open. Two figures entered, one in janitor's overalls, the other dressed as a server. Derek reached for his taser, but the taller man's voice stopped him. Commander Mercer. Code Black confirmed. Dana rose. Proceed. The janitor peeled back his disguise, flashing a Homeland Security badge. Special Agent Kayla Bryan. Derek staggered. You're what? Dana's gaze burned. And that's why you don't shackle women for their skin color. Behind her, a hidden panel slid open, revealing rows of monitors. Tactical heat maps glowed. An agent spun around. Report. 3 targets just entered the VIP suite from the underground valet. Dana's eyes narrowed. Confirm identities. The command center glowed with blue light, rows of surveillance feeds revealing every corner of the Mirage. Dana Mercer stood tall, her cuffs now clipped to her belt, authority radiating through every word. The agents around her moved with clockwork precision, their cover identities discarded like old skins. Confirm identities. Dana ordered. An analyst zoomed the thermal feed. 3 men walked through the underground valet, their profiles sharp against the grainy view. Targets match: Morales, Chun, and Keegan, all flagged for trafficking and interstate movement. Dana nodded. Seal exits. Nobody leaves without clearance. Derek stood frozen. His world, casino floors, chips, tips, drunks, was collapsing into a storm of federal precision. He tried to form words. This isn't real. You're staging something. Dana turned to him, her voice steady but cutting. You thought this place was about cards, money, glamour. But it's been a pipeline. Girls smuggled in under the guise of tourists, funneled out as merchandise. And you? You walk past it every day. I didn't know, Derek whispered, the weight of ignorance suddenly unbearable. That doesn't absolve you. The comms crackled. Commander, VIP suite compromised. Targets moving. Move in, Dana commanded. The team surged out. Derek, left behind, felt the air shift, like the building itself was exhaling a secret. He sank into a chair, staring at his trembling hands. Upstairs, chaos bloomed. Morales overturned a table of chips, sending thousands of dollars scattering like confetti. Chun shoved a guard against the wall, while Keegan drew a hidden blade. But the FBI had anticipated everything. Federal agents. Kayla Bryan's voice boomed as he burst into the suite, weapon drawn. Hand where we can see them. Agents swarmed. Glass shattered. Chairs splintered. But the fight was short-lived. Chun was pinned to the carpet. Morales cuffed at the wrists. Keegan disarmed. Guests fled in a panicked rush, their whispers echoing. It was all a cover, a trap. Dana entered last, her presence silencing the room. She crouched beside Morales. You thought Vegas would hide you, but the house doesn't always win. Back in the surveillance hub, Derek watched it unfold on the monitors. His chest felt heavy. All the years he had mocked guests, profiled strangers, believing himself the gatekeeper, and yet the true enemy had walked freely under his nose. Dana approached him afterward, her gaze unwavering. You wanted to belong here, to prove yourself. Instead, you let prejudice blind you. Tonight, that blindness nearly destroyed an operation we've worked on for 3 years. He swallowed hard. What happens to me? Your actions are documented. Your career, finished. But whether you're charged depends on whether you choose to help us now. Derek's eyes dropped. For once, no defense came. I'll cooperate. Dana studied him, then gave a curt nod. Then maybe you'll learn what belonging really means. Hours later, as the casino lights flickered back to their rhythm, patrons returned, never knowing the empire of crime dismantled beneath their feet. For Dana Mercer, it wasn't about the spectacle, the raid, or the headlines that would follow. It was about something simpler, proving that justice, though delayed, was never absent. And as she walked out into the Nevada night, the desert air cool against her skin, she whispered the same words Derek had used against her. You don't belong here. Only now they were aimed at the criminals whose empire had finally fallen.